Great Wednesday, awesome Wednesday practice. Thought the guys came with a real intense attitude. You could feel the energy in the air. You could feel the passion they had for it. Thought there was tremendous competition, ones-on-ones. I thought the service periods were excellent. Our service kids have done a fantastic job. You know, that was one of the challenges we thought coming out of training camp, was making that transition from guys getting reps with the ones, twos, or threes to now being part of the service team in their role in our success as a program, their role in providing great looks for the offense, defense, and special teams to get them prepared for Saturday. I thought all in all they did a tremendous job with that today, and in turn made us better the last 2 days. And so a lot of the hard physical work's done. We'll come back tomorrow for Thursday and start really cleaning some stuff up and get ourselves prepared to play on Saturday.
Any update on the Josh Shaw situation?
Yeah, I mean it's pretty clear. There's quite a few conflicting stories out there. You know, any information that we've been provided up until this point, we've pushed along to campus authorities. We're really going to let it play out in their hands up until this point, and quite honestly, we're in somewhat of a holding pattern. So that's where we're at. Anything I do get that I can provide you guys, I will. Believe me, I will.
Do you have any idea how long that holding pattern might last?
I really don't know.
Yesterday you talked about needing to know your players. How much when this information comes in are you breaking away from football and grabbing that, actively doing that, or are you escaping that in any way? Escaping the information until the end of the day, or how much?
I mean, you do it periodically. You have people in place and within your program or in your organization that have jobs to do. And you ask them to do your jobs. Again, my main focus is on going out and playing a great football game Saturday. And as much as we have the situation with Josh, I've got another 104 football players in that locker room that I have to get prepared to play. So that's been the main focus that I've had.
So Coach, as we go along in this situation, as we go along hour by hour, are you becoming a little bit more suspicious of Josh's story? And how much of a distraction is this to your team?
I don't worry about it. You know, Jim, like I said, we get into preparation mode, and it's Tuesday, Wednesday, and we've got jobs to do all the way through. And the same thing with the team. I mean, we haven't spent much time on it at all, quite honestly. We've put in too much work over the last 9 months to let an hour or two of social media and internet reports distract us from being a great football team. And if it does, then that's not a great sign for us moving forward. We have to be strong enough to handle adversity, whether it's on the football field or off the field, and continue to hang together and be together and go out and play great football.
Steve, what do you mean by campus? What do you mean by campus officials? Do you mean administrative officials or legal officials?
Everything above me. I mean, you know, in this day and age of college football and head coach's responsibility, I'd be foolish not to push everything up the ladder. And you know, I think we learned that a few years ago with a couple other high-profile coaches. So everything I've ever done, when things come across my desk, is to push them to campus authorities and let them do their due diligence. And then when things come back to me, then I can comment on them. But until then, I don't really have much to say on it.
Have you reached out to any other coaches?
We're going to move on to football now.
Have you reached out to any other coaches? Or has anyone been able to lend any advice for you personally on how to handle this?
No, this is my 6 years as head coach. You know, I'm not a newbie. You know, I've been around it enough. I think I have a good grasp of how to keep my team focused and attentive to the details and prepared to play.
What do you need to see from a football standpoint to know with this crazy week that this didn't become a distraction?
I saw a great practice today. I don't know what you guys were doing over here, but I saw a heck of a practice.
Let's do one more. Are there any updates on any of your guys, Khalil Rogers, Trey Madden?
Yeah, Trey was still in the boot. I don't want to use the word concerned, but I'm always hesitant with a running back or a big guy that has a toe injury. So I want to make sure that toe is healed, and so we're just being very cautious with Trey because we want him healthy. This is a long season. Khalil was out in pads today. Legitimately speaking, he'd be a game time decision, but probably more in an emergency type role. But he did come out and work today. Jordan Simmons probably won't be cleared by this Saturday, but really at this point will now become week to week. So we're starting to get on the mend with those guys that were coming off of some of those major injuries. You know, obviously Andre Walker's getting more work in, so we're starting to get our depth back to where we feel comfortable for Saturday.
Thank you, sir.
Okay, guys. Have a great afternoon.